Albuquerque, for me, it's been an interesting challenger, if that makes sense. But challenge in the sense of like that friend who won't let you be complacent, that pushes you to do more. It's an interesting thing in that, like, I like to think of Albuquerque as the location that has presented puzzles and challenges and that has taught me things. I can't necessarily say that, you know, I'm done changing as an individual. I don't think I want to ever stop changing as an individual. It's one of those lifelong goals of mine to constantly learn and grow. But Albuquerque had definitely pushed me out of the comfort zone that I had of knowing or thinking I knew what life in New Mexico was like. And then really throwing me out into this undefined area where I've been able to grow, learn, overcome challenges, meet people, collaborate, and do some amazing things. And I don't think that period's over yet, which is kind of neat. This is one of my pinhole cameras. This is one of the hardier ones. My favorites happen to be cardboard, ones that I've made. I just happen to have film in this one. You're lacking a lot of the things that like people normally say, hey, that is obviously a camera. There's no lens, there's no focus knob, there's no viewfinder. I'm doing everything, setting it up by kind of like the relationship I've built with the camera. You know, every camera I have to run a roll of film through to see kind of like its view of the world, and that informs me. It tells me like how close I get to my subject matter, you know, like how wide angle a shot will be. And after working with a camera for a roll, I usually have those things dialed in. I am Jess Merritt, and I'm I guess you would call at this point a multidisciplinary artist. I started branching out from the two-dimensional visual arts to more three-dimensional works, and have goals, you know, goals for more immersive things. I'm originally from Roswell, New Mexico, so the southeastern corner of the state, and I moved to Albuquerque about 3 years ago. Coming from a smaller community, the depth of the arts community here, I'm constantly blown away by the diversity of the creatives here. Albuquerque has a very thriving, multifaceted creative community. It's interesting in that I've been able to meet folks, say like at Remark, and teach workshops, but then meet a completely different facet of the arts community through the Harwood Center of the Arts. And then, you know, still meet another facet and get to participate in things like the Wave Trails Festival that's coming up.
So we'll just have to make that the center of the file.
Okay.
And then that way it'll spin sort of like, I mean, it doesn't look bad here, but...
Yeah, so and that spiral doesn't necessarily stay in the middle, even though it's
as they grow.
Yeah, as they grow.
Okay. That's cool.
Even though I consider it to be the center. Each one of these paintings spans a year of my life, and every day is represented. There are 365 tiny paintings in each larger painting. Every day gets an entry. And I've been doing this for 5 years, so this is now 5 paintings long. It's amazing to be able to meet with a group here or an individual artist, and within 5 minutes we start like feeding off of each other, idea-wise, and like being able to quickly transcend and go develop ideas that neither of us would have developed separately. That level of being able to collaborate so freely without any of those pretentious barriers first has been fantastic. I sat down and, with a dude 20 minutes later, we were like planning world domination through art. Albuquerque is my labyrinth. If you're, into like the mythos of labyrinths, like, I had to like find my way in, find my way around. Like it challenged me in good ways and continues to challenge me in good ways just because of that push, that challenge, like who I am as an artist and who I am as a person.